self-reliance. Going to be working on a project. Some of you guys may have seen the 12 by 12 that I did of my canvas tarp that I kind of didn't hand sew it. I used my sewing machine. Well, I'm going to be doing something similar to that, but I want to go with a 7 by 7. The only thing that they had in a good thick enough count as far as the threads going in and out for the painter's tarp from Harbor Freight was a 12 by 9. I don't need a 9 by 12. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and cut me out a 7 by 7 out of this here. Now later in the video, if I change it to an 8 by 8, I'll look at it and see, but I believe I'm just going to go with a 7 by 7, which would be more closer to the era that 6 foot to 7 foot is what they would have carried with them. But I'm going to go with a 7 by 7 because I believe I can carry it for now. Later on I may have to switch that out. But the tarp here, I went with this one right here because I've heard a lot of good reviews about people using it. Some of the stuff that I'm going to do with it, I'm going to use some actual stain and try to check and see if the stain will give me just a little bit darker color, not a whole lot. I'm also going to be doing another one coming up that's going to be painted with the red oil-based barn paint. The red paint, fence paint, number 700 I believe is what it is. I'm going to try that out. But the list of materials that I'll be using, which will be the 12 by 9 tarp from Harbor Freight, a good pair of scissors and get them to open up so I can cut them out. I'm not going to be hand sewing this. I'm actually going to be sewing this with my little cheap $99 Singer sewing machine. I'll be using boiled linseed oil. It's going to be 1 cup of boiled linseed oil, 1 cup of this. This is actual mineral spirits. Don't buy the mineral oil. I've heard that one enough on some of the other videos. And I'm going excuse me, I'm going with an English chestnut stain. Now I'm going to mix this to start seeing how it does. I'll try to get you a mixture that I went with a color, because I do not know how much I'm going to use of this. I'm going to have to add a little bit and take it and see how dark it looks, put it on a piece of the scrap from the cutoff. So let's get busy and lay this thing out. Probably not going to do any talking during the process of cutting it out and sewing it and stuff. It's just be fast fed. You'll know what to do. I mean, you got a rectangle, you want a 7 by 7 square, cut it out. So hang tight. The ingredients now. I'm going to be starting out with about 4 to 6 ounces. I don't know how much I'm going to need out there, but if I go ahead and I just figure up, I'll pour up some, then I'll mix the same amount the next time. I don't know how much it's going to take for that, and I don't want to mix up a bunch of it to have to dispose of. Mineral spirits, odorless, is what I'll be using in it. And I'm going to try for a little bit of a dyeing effect with some same kind of stain to kind of give it a little bit of color. I don't want it too dark, I don't want it too red. So we're going to try some of this here and just see what it comes up with. So let's get to mixing this. Old boiled linseed that I'm going to go ahead and get rid of. But we're going to try to go ahead and get 4 ounces so far in it. And that's quite a bit of oil too. This will pour a little different. We have 4 ounces of it, which is on the other side. So, we did. We got about 1 ounce to 2 ounces. We're going to play with this mixture here just to see what we come up with. And we'll get in here and stir it up some. Then let's go put it out there and see what it does. It's actually going to be a little darker than I thought it was. I'm going to go ahead and mix another 4, and so we're not going to be able to do much, but we're just going to brush this in. That's basically up on a piece of plywood. I'll roll it up and flip it over as tough as we go. Let's see what she looks like. Alright, it's going to take a little more of this than I thought. One reason, it absorbs so much of it. I mean, it just saturated right through. The back of it is bled through more, but it's giving it a double coat in a sense, so that's a good thing. So we're going to go get some more mineral spirits and some more boiled, well, I don't need any more boiled linseed oil. I just need another thing of boiled, or the mineral spirits. So we'll be right back. Well, alright guys, there it is. My 7x7 Harbor Freight painter's tarp. She's been painted with the boiled linseed oil and the mixture of, I put a dye in that, which is a chestnut stain, but it's all in the video there. It's just something I wanted to try out. The last painter's tarp that I got was actually from Walmart, which wasn't quite as good as grade. It lasted for about 3.5 years, and all I put on it was boiled linseed oil and minerals oil, not spirits. So I had messed up, so I'm thinking that may have had something to do with it. And it waterproofed a little bit. It wasn't that great. Not sure how, but anyway, there's going to be a part 2, and that's actually putting the grommets ends up there. But I'm debating on whether I want to go ahead and use mule tape on it, or if I just want to leave it like it is so I can use it for some other things that I want to do later. But we'll test it out after it's been done, and we'll check for part 2, and we'll do a test on it and see how well it does. Well, as you've seen, there was the tarp out there. It turned out well. I'm really impressed with it. I like it. I'm hoping that it'll be semi-waterproof. I don't think you're going to get any kind of cotton material that you could afford that would be 100% waterproof in a downpour continuous 2 to 3 days. Eventually she's going to bleed through. Just one little tiny drip of water is all it takes to start spreading its way out. But I'm no scientist on that or anything. So what I am going to tell you though was I did end up using 1 whole quart of the boiled linseed oil and 1 quart of mineral spirits. Now I'm going to put that in the beginning where I had made the video footage of using 4 ounces and stuff. I'm going to kind of come back, put 1 quart and 1 quart. Hopefully I can cut and edit that out to get that in there in the beginning. But the wood or the color that I used, which was a Minwax wood finish, which is an English Chestnut 233. Use any color that you want. I mean, if you want red, I got cedar colors. I've got all kinds of them up there, but I wanted to go with one that I knew that would lighten up, and so far that looks like it's going to do the color that I want. Not too dark, not too light, but a good, nice medium brown. That way I can use it for out stealth camping if I ever get to go do any of that. But deciding whether I want to go with webbing. I have some mule tape that I could use for webbing. I also have a friend of mine, Brian, at the back Woodsman. He had told me about using belts that you get in those cheap shorts that are webbing belts. Thought about that. I've got one that's already a brown color of that, and that's why I haven't sewn them in yet, because I wasn't sure if I wanted to do that or if I just wanted to do the traditional style of putting a rock, a musket, or a marble or something other in there and tying it around and using tie outs for any point on that I wanted to, and not have to worry about those little tie outs just being dangling around or anything. So it's been a fun little project. That's all you're going to see on this video here, because that's really all there is for about 2 weeks. And I'm antsy to get this video up. Sorry about that. You know, if you watch this one, hang out and look around for the part 2 if you're interested in seeing how well it does. And I'm going to try to do a little water test on it, just see how well it does. I mean, it may not do very good at all, but you know, that's just what this is about for me, is tinkering and learning processes and seeing what will work and what will not work. Because if I ever need to know, I'll know by doing it. If I don't ever do it, I'll never know. And just because one person does it and it works for them doesn't necessarily mean that my abilities will allow it to work for me. So I want to see if what I've seen can be done by me. So that's why I make a lot of these videos. I mean, that's about all there is for this video right here. I hope you enjoyed it. Hope you get something out of it. And I'm going to catch you guys on another video. Appreciate each and every one of your views, all the comments, all the subscribers. We haven't forgotten about the knives and stuff. Sneak peek, that's all you're going to see of that one right there. That's another one that I had made for the giveaway. It's another sneak peek, but it's not done on it. And then there's 2 more. Message for any of you that came over here from Robert at Bluegrass Bushcraft. His knife is in the works for his drawing giveaway that I'll be making for him, and appreciate any of you that came over here and subbed me as well. Glad to have you on board. I've gained about 70 subscribers. I have not gotten back to any of you hardly at all. I put a little like. It means that I did. I'm really pushed for a lot of time right now trying to get things done. As time goes on, you'll say, man, who was that cat there 3 months from now or so, and I come back and respond to your PMs that you had sent me over and stuff like that. I just got a lot on my plate right now to kind of get done, and trying to divide it all up into the time that I can. So stick with me, guys. Got a lot of stuff coming up, I hope. Hope I can just get it all on the video and edit it and put out to you guys. So come along with me on another adventure on the next video.